All right? Thanks, Hon. Is it all right for you some notes? Because I want to get this information to you. I sound like Ron Ball, right? I want to get this information to you. This literally, if you take some notes on this can powerfully, in my opinion, change everyone's business. All right? How many of you know that some of you don't, sitting here tonight, I'm just being candid, I feel this way sometimes, I don't necessarily have the credibility, business-wise, to approach this with people from an opportunity point of view. Even though most people are looking, right? Economic hard times, everybody out there really is looking or should be looking, but sometimes it's, I'll use the word awkward, okay? Can we just talk, as they say? All right, so here's what, with the door openers that we now have, let's take excess, put it back up here. You carry one of those around. Here is what Bill Hawkins shared, all right? He talked about understanding the power of the nodding of the head, first of all. And I'm going to teach you. This is a technique. So write that down. You need to learn how to nod your head in a positive direction. It's called, I know you'll agree with this. All right? In fact, I'm going to teach you how to do this. That's the way, we like it, Come on. 1, 2, 3. That's the way, I like it, That's the way, I like it, You got that? All right. We learn how to do what? I know you'd agree with that, and you're just not. Huh? Now I gotta go to my notes. Here's what's gonna happen. You put this out in front of somebody, we'll use whatever that Dahlia was talking about, door openers, conversation pieces. One of two things is going to happen. I'm going to read these to you. I'm going to take a little time. I'll be very careful, make sure you can write this down. One of two things is going to happen. Somebody's going to ask you, what is that? Has that happened to anybody in the room yet?
Yeah.
Somebody's going to ask you, what is that? Or if they don't, again, you're walking around with this all the time. And if that's not what happens, then you can say to the person you're talking to, have you seen this product before? Some of you aren't writing this down. Folks, you got to write this down. Take out a notepad. I'll do it again. Sorry, boot camp. Am I being too strong? No. Folks, listen to this. Bill Hawkins changed our business, in my opinion, instantly. And I know the people who are out there at Q12 or at Achievers agree. It was powerful stuff. So one of two things happened. One, what is that? The person asked you. Or, have you seen this product before? Now, that demands a response, right? And the response is, probably 99.9% of the time, the answer is going to be what? No. So you got to be a brand ambassador that Dahlia talked about, and you need to say the following. Write this down. This is pretty simple stuff, but I want to take some time so you can write it down. Let me tell you about it. This is powerful, isn't it? This is really hard stuff, but write it down. Let me tell you about it. All right? Now, what happens from there is, this is powerful. Write this little note. This is awesome. What Bill said, Hawkins says after that, he says, you know, Mr. or Miss Prospect, you know, we're doing a national launch of this product. We're doing a national launch of that lip gloss. We're doing a national launch of this product, and there's a huge money-making opportunity here. Let me do that for you again. You ever go to a seminar where the guys talk so fast you can't write it down? I'm going to take time on this. I asked Bergie if I could do it. I'm not trying to take time away from the rest of it.
Take my time. Everyone needs to get this. This is so only great.
This is powerful stuff. Hawkins was amazing. I'm fired up about it.
Fired up.
All right, fired up. Okay, read it again. You know, we're doing a national launch on this product, and there's a huge amount of money. There's a huge money-making opportunity here. That's a hook, that's a line. You're throwing a line out, all right? Now, listen for what they say. Here's a couple powerful things you need to memorize. And I'm doing this with you. I'm learning this as you are. You say, well, you're a founder's emerald. No, I was a founder's emerald in the old business. We're in a new business. How many of you realize that? Say it again. It's exciting. The business has changed. It's moved on. How many of you know who General Motors was? They didn't change, and what happened? They went out of business. Except for us, of course, we all paid their freight back in, but the corporation that we're associated with has literally changed. It's exciting. So, 2 questions will keep you away from building this business. Here's what it is. I'm going to ask you a few questions real quick. Excuse me. What do you do for a living? Well, you're retired. What do you do for work?
Administrator.
What do you do for a living?
Engineering.
What do you do for a living?
Certified.
What do you do for a living?
Retired.
You're retired. What do you do for a living?
I own my own business.
Get back to that one. What do you do for a living?
DRM consultant.
What do you do for a living?
Work at a hospital.
You see how quick you all are? You know exactly what you do for a living. What's this business about? Right? We go in the fetal position, don't we? So write this down. What do you do for a living? Well, I'm a banker. And I'm a, write this down, small business owner. That's what you are. That, by the way, to go back to what Amy was talking about with Frank Luntz, this guy from Fox, he talks about that is the most powerful statement you can make to somebody, because everyone in this country, from a polling that's been done, loves what? Small business owners. It's a word, set of words that works. It's a set of words that works. So what do? Well, Peter, I'm a banker, and I'm a what?
Small business owner.
Good, you got it. There's another thing you need to be able to say. Here it comes. What kind of business do you have? You've got to be able to answer that. Write that down. What kind of business do you have? And here it is. This will set you free for 2011. You ready for this?
Yes.
Okay, here it comes. I'm an online reseller. Those are 2 powerful words. Online, everybody knows what that is. Resellers. How many of you know what eBay? Oh, it resonates with people. This will make you a lion out there. I'm an online reseller. And you know, listen to this, and you know, if you think this product is cool, Mr. and Ms. Prospect I'm talking to you about, you ought to see what else we're doing. Let me read that to you again. What business are you in? I'm an online reseller, and if you think, remember we're back to the product, leading you to the plan, and if you think this product is cool, you ought to see what else we're doing. Now, when you say that to somebody, if they're halfway alive, they're going to get excited. If they're not, move on. Or make them a customer, okay? I don't have time to get into that tonight. Now, at the end of all that, and you got to kind of make this flow. You got to memorize this. You got to make it flow, okay? I'm an online reseller, but if you think, man, this is exciting. What do you see? What else we have? Hey, let me ask you a question. Do you have a minute? This is to somebody you're talking to. Get with your upline. Get a names list going. It's 2011, gang. And you got the great door opener products. We never had these. In the old days, you had to lug around, right, Bernie? A 10-pound SAA box. Yeah.
Want to get free, buy my soap.
How many of you know the real big residual, ongoing, get that word out of your vocabulary, Peter. That's an old word. Ongoing income that you control comes from building an organization. Let's put it on the table. You can sell your brains out 1 month with this, and what happens the next month? You gotta sell it again? I love it. It produces immediate income. But the big time ongoing income that you can control comes from building this business. All right, I got one more for you. Huh? You getting this? This is good. It's not me. Hawkins, I know you agree with this. And you got to be nodding as you're going through all this. There's one other thing, and Amy talked about it. The corporation. Wasn't that great information she shared? Yes. You got to be proud about who you're part of. And so a lot of us over the years have been stymied right by the big question. The big one, here it is. Is this related to Amway? You got to defend it. No more trying to come up with a cutesy answer. The answer is yes.
Yes. Yeah.
And defend it. Give them some of the facts that Amy went through with you. Tell them who it is. Ask them some questions like, do you know how many billions of dollars the Amway Corporation does each year? Or ask the prospect, tell me a little bit about the guarantee program. They won't know. Ask them questions. But become a lion. And here's the bottom line. I hope you got some of this. I'm working at it right now. This is not comfortable for me yet. Can you tell us when I'm reading this stuff? But here's a power statement to you, the final one. Prospect. You've been through all this, right? You're using the product to have the conversation. And you finally look them in the eye. We talked about it early on in the panel. You say, look, you look like a sharp guy or gal. And what I've seen, you look like a sharp guy or gal, and what I've seen is that in this economy, because everybody's concerned, right? What I've seen in this economy is almost everybody out there is looking. You'd agree with that. Let's get free in 2011, okay, gang? Yeah. You can do it. Say, All right, we're finished. God bless you.